Hello ladles and jelly spoons. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to replace a remote control that doesn't really work anymore. It's been worn out. You can see the buttons have been worn down. The print on the buttons has been worn off. And also just the functions, when you actually try to use it, they don't work. So first of all, let's take a look at the TV and see what does work, what doesn't work, and then we'll figure out how we're going to fix it. All right, so we've got the remote here. Going to test it. The power works. Okay. So let's check the volume. Volume up. That works. Volume down. That does not work. Let's see what else we got. Mute. Don't know if that's working or not. Channel up. That works. Channel down. That does not work. Okay, let's try to type in channel 3. Mashing that down. Okay, 2 works. Maybe we can go to channel 2 and then we can go up to 3. But we don't want it to work halfway. We want it to work all the way. Also, we want a, battery cover for the back. So what I did was I went online and I found, I shouldn't say a replacement, it's a different brand name, but it's the same model. So some CRTs went by different names based on where they were, I guess, sold. And some of these are made by bigger companies. Different brands did different things. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of Magnavox were Philips brand. So it all depends. And what we've done is we've gotten a Sharp controller that I found on eBay. It's the same exact one. So let's take a look at that and see if it works better than this one. All right, so here we've got the 2 controllers, and you can see this one is more worn than this one as far as the buttons go. However, it's not the Admiral, doesn't match, and it's actually more yellow than the controller we have. However, the back side is nice and clean, and this should fit right there on there. However, I don't just want to replace the battery cover. I want to use this remote if it works better. And all we have to do is open these both up and swap the insides. That way the case of the remote matches the television. And the buttons and everything will be fresh and hopefully work better. Now, I have not tested this yet, so I don't know how well this is going to work. But let's see. So this is the Sharp. It's, like I said, it's basically the same exact model. It's not, though, actually. If we look at the numbers, they are different. 1347 and 1324. So hopefully this will work. Let's see. Aha! It works. So if that's working, everything should work. So, I mean, unless this is also a crappy controller. Let's see. Volume down. That did not work before. Oh, yeah. We can turn the volume down. We can turn it up. I want to see if the mute works. Mute works. channel 4, channel down, channel 3. Sweet. Input. I guess that's not hooked up, so it's not going to work. But that's it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take these two remotes apart, swap out the internal parts, and maybe even clean this if that's all it needs. Otherwise, we're just going to do a little switcheroo. We're going to need the two controllers, obviously. It's a toothbrush, need some paper towels, maybe even some Q-tips. Definitely need a little screwdriver. And I don't have any alcohol, but I do have some moonshine. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. It's basically the same thing. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. So we've got 3 screws on each one. Let's go ahead and just open this one first. Oh yeah, I'll keep it over here on the paper towel. So I've kind of gotten just into this, I guess, hobby of collecting TVs, and it just doesn't feel complete without its remote. And so that's where I'm at today. I was really just thinking about getting a cover for this, but then I realized, wait a second, if everything is in really good shape, I can just, change the innards and still have the matching one. Actually, this is okay, I thought I was opening up the working one. So this is the one that does not work that great. And it actually looks relatively clean. Kind of surprised. It's a little funky back here. These usually just slide into place. That one's not wanting to slide out. So that stays in there. And this comes out. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but I'm going to go ahead and just try to clean it. So I'm going to take a look at that. Oh, yeah. That's sweet. A little bit of that right there. Nothing's really coming up. Can't focus, but either way, I know it doesn't work, so that's a little dirty. So I'm just going to sit that aside. There's that right there. And that. This. And I could use this if I really wanted to keep it exactly the same, but the other one is in better shape, and this has even worn down its these like 3 little dimples that it has. It's been worn down, so I'm going to just sit that over there. Let's sit this to the side now that we got that open. Now let's do this one. Take the batteries out. This is a very, very easy remote to disassemble. Some remotes you'll look at and you'll notice there's only 1 screw, and you're like, oh man, that's so nice. I only have to take 1 screw out. But then you realize the rest of the thing is actually snapped together with little tabs. And it's a complete nightmare trying to get it undone without chewing it up and tearing up the edges. This, it's just 3 screws holding it together. Well, I say that. It's actually not just falling apart like the last one. It's okay. This is a little different. Now, there's something rattling around in there. That's not a good sign. This is the one that works, and something is rattling around inside. Ooh, good grief, this is strong moonshine. I can smell it. Woohoo! All right. Let's see if we can't persuade it. Now these are I think this one might have tabs on it. What? Oh, I think so, actually. Look, I think that's broken. That might have been what held this thing together in case the screws weren't in there, but now, getting to this one. So what you gotta do is you gotta get your finger underneath there and pry it. You can see the tab right there. That's where it was hung in there, so just, oh! I was gonna say you just keep following it until it comes apart, but that was a little much. Now, oh, this is different. Look at this. Look at the difference. It's the same exact one, but it's got totally different circuitry. It's missing like this thing. I don't even know what that is. Interesting. I heard something kind of fly out. It must have been that piece of whatever it was. I'd really like to find, oh, there it is, I found it, okay. So this is what was rattling around in there, and it's a tab. It looks like it went, well, I can't be too sure. Let's go ahead and pop this out. Now this one is like really sticky. Let's compare the two. Whoa, this one's like got like beefier connections or whatever. You can see these are like really thin little I don't even know what to call them. There's little circuits all over the place, but this is like kind of beefier, but it has a smaller chip. Much cleaner, shinier solder. That's super shiny. I can't really, there we go, compared to that. So overall, this is just a better looking, it looks more efficient as well. So I don't know if they're exactly the same size though. I really don't know. Let's take a look at the insides of these and see if they really are. Oh no, they're not. They're not identical. Oh no. This might not work. I might not be able to swap these unless these are the same. And they're not. They're different. We're going to have to experiment because I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let me see if I can't slip the one that works really well into the one that doesn't work at all. Honestly, I can't quite remember. I'm guessing these go there and that, no. Oh my, I'm already confused. These definitely go together. You can just tell because they got the same kind of gross crap in them. And this is the one we just got with this board. So if we try to put this board over here, will it fit? Oh, I think it does. Does it? Maybe. It looks like it might be a little higher. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna try to cover it up, see if it works. Looks like it's gonna be crammed in there. Let me look at the difference here of these two boards. That is, there we go. So this one is raised up higher. It's in a different position than this one. This one's lower. That one's, like, you can see that bar is raised up a little bit. So I guess I could adjust that little piece of metal, just like adjust it. I don't know. Let me see. So this is the old one, and we want it in, what is that? Did I just hear something rattle? Okay, no. Let's see. How is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, let's just test this out before we even clean it. This will kind of rest right on there. And we're gonna wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Does not feel great. Feels like something's in the way. But that's flat, so it's not in the way. So let me just try this again. Let me get these inside of here. Oh, wait a second. This one doesn't even have an input. Oh man, come on. I'm just now seeing that. They're not the same. So the Sharp had an input button, but this one doesn't. Interesting. So look at this. This one, oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is a cool little discovery. That's been sliced off so it can fit in there. So I have to do the same thing with this one, which ruins the Sharp input button. But, you know, I don't care. I want that, and I want new keypads. So we're gonna cut it. We need to cut it. So let's get some little nippers here and just cut it. That looks now it looks identical. Crudely cut with a pair of snips. Nice. All right. So now we can dump this in there, and it fits. Yep, it fits. And just lay that on there. Get it all lined up. All right. Oh, okay. Oh no, something's happening. Something is happening. Is it just not in the... I think it's just the buttons are having a hard time here. Something is just not right. What is going on here? So these are going all the way down. These little fins right here might be blocking our board from going down further, essentially. Let's see how easy this. It's not the right one. This board is just slightly flatter. Man, I don't know if this is going to work. It's not as easy as I was hoping it would be. Because that's sitting up a few, just a little bit. But why would that make a difference? The boards are exactly the same. They're the same thickness. So why wouldn't this work? It's made for it. Let's try one more time. This down. Let me take this out. So that goes together perfect. No problem. So why would this be a problem? Oh, hold on. What is holding this up? Is it a snap in place situation? Oh, wait, no. I was going to say it looks like these things might be missing, but this is correct now. Oops. Am I missing something? I mean, it looks to be exactly the same. Oh, wait, these buttons look different. Let me just try to put this on instead. It could just be this stupid rubber mat. If it is, maybe we can cut it down to make it work. Ooh, okay, so that goes down really flat. Now let's see how this one looks when we put this one down there. Well, that one's... Is it slightly raised? No, it is slightly raised too. Am I just having a really hard time with this? Is it just me? Because I can't even get the old rubber ones on. I'm just trying to figure this out. All this looks exactly the same. Let me try to just reassemble this shit. All right, here we go. That. And this. Okay, look, see, that fits perfectly. Why does that fit perfectly? Is it because of the buttons? I think it might be because of the buttons. No, it's perfectly flat. And why would it mess up? And I can cut that shorter as well. This is not the best cutting tool, but I'm using what I have right here at the bench. And it's working pretty good, actually. Oh, that was close. All right, now let's try that. Whoa, that's it. Okay, no, but that's with the original board, okay? So what's the difference here? What is the difference between this board and the other board? Other than, I mean, nothing should be hitting any of this stuff. Should be clear of everything. All right, let's try this one more again. Because I can't understand how this could not work. Other than that's kind of a space. Is that why it's not working? Let's see. Shouldn't be any difference. All right. Let's just try one more time. Oh, there's something here. Oh. Or not. It's the board. Something's going on with that board. I know it. Also, these buttons don't look like they stick out that far. That's the one for it, though. Oh, maybe it's... that needs to be cut out more. Yeah. All right, maybe this needs to be cut more. See this Spot's free right there. Let's try that. Let's see. Come on. Let's work. I have no idea what's going on. Is it these wires standing up like that? Could that be it? They are kind of in the way. Especially that one. It's going all the way around there. I'm going to try to kind of bend this down. It's probably not great. Stuff all around here. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Probably should not have done that. We'll see. Might ruin it. I might ruin it. It seems nice and secure. Now let's see if we can just put... Where the hell did it go? Top. Oh, it's in my hand. Okay, I'm losing it. Something's too wide. Maybe the board is too wide. Just a hair. That wouldn't make a difference, would it? It's like barely any. Okay, so maybe it's just these little fins were made to hold these in right here. Put this in. It doesn't do shit. Oh, well, it does go to the side of them. Oh, look, that's where it's getting held up. I can see it right there. See that? And down here. Oh, I see it now. So the board either needs to be trimmed or those pieces need to be trimmed. Oh man, I see. All right, what should I do, guys? What should I do? Shave the fins? Or the board? This board fits perfectly all the way down. I think we can go into the board just ever so slightly. Basically, mark off where we want to grind it. So if we line this up, yeah, we're gonna, this is already low enough that I think it's gonna fit. We just need to trim the sides. All right. Let's try this, guys. Let's see. We can already see that we need to basically, we'll mark where we need to trim. Basically from there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. And obviously we're gonna not go as far out, but that just marks the kind of area, sort of. Just gives me an idea. And that should do it. Let's get our handpiece here, right out of sight. Yeah. See, got it right here. We're gonna just buzz on that guy a little bit. Did not sound good. God, I hope that's not anything you can't breathe. All right. I think that's just wood. Hopefully it's not asbestos. All right. Now let's test and see if it drops right in. I think that's it. It's actually not moving. All right, now that we've done that, let's clean it off. Let's test this out. Gonna throw the new one in there. We're gonna put this in the bottom here. Send it through those little slots so they come up right there. And we're gonna put this, we're gonna leave it upside down actually. So the buttons, moment of truth. Yeah, we did it! Hooray! We did it! It fits, the buttons look good. There's only one issue. These buttons look kind of wonky. They're like busting out. And I think that is from these square little bases they have. See how this one doesn't have any, but this one has a square thing? So I think I need to like trim those with the hot knife. So I'm gonna do that now. Let's get our torch. All right, so I just got an X-Acto blade, hot torch, and we're gonna kind of just cut away these little corners here. Okay, so this this stuff is heat resistant. All right. So what we're gonna probably need to do is trim it like we were doing earlier. It's a little too far, but that's okay. Once again, a little too far. Well, this is right here. We're going to go ahead and put a little soapy water on there. And you kind of got, you want to scrub good, but also you want to be kind of gentle in between these buttons. You can actually rip these little rubber buttons pretty easy when they're exposed like this. So you want to scrub it, but you also want to be careful not to just rip everything apart. Just gonna get the edges where the gunk kind of likes to build up. Okay. Let's just get in between all of these and kind of dry it. This does a pretty good job of drying up moisture. Even though it's a small tool, there's not very much space in between these buttons. So it actually sucks up most of the moisture pretty good. Pretty quick, pretty effective. It's better than just using a paper towel to clean or dry the whole thing. However, it does help to pat it down for the larger surface area. And that looks good. Now the back or the bottom here is all funky. So let's clean this off. Once again, got to be kind of gentle back here. Cleaning these. Don't want to rip anything. I've done it before, I promise. It's not fun. All right, let's get another one of these, except with some shine. Just kind of clean off these contacts with some alcohol. And then also go in and wipe this down, which looks fairly clean. All right, so that's clean. Ready to go. This is clean and ready to go. It's not wet. Maybe in a couple spots it's wet. Let me see. You can see the glistening. The glistening moisture. All right, yeah, we got to check out and make sure that these little nubs we cut off fit. So let's wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, nope. Now we actually got this wet. There we go. Over like so, and boom. There it is. Those buttons, I still don't like the way those buttons look. It is just hitting on those spots. So I'm going to try to clip a little bit more from this edge. I actually don't want to bend it too much. You got to practice what you preach there, Gunnar. I'm just nipping off all these corners that might actually get in the way. This is definitely affecting the integrity of the buttons. So I wouldn't recommend doing all this. But, you know, if you're trying to do what I'm trying to do, this is what it might take. Let me see, I basically separated the top of that button. Just hopefully won't be an issue down the road. And I just don't care for how that looks. It's like you can see it kind of spreading the volume buttons here as you press it down. What I could do is trim the inside of here, which I think I'll do now. I'll just use my small burr, trim on it. All right, here we go. Get that loose stuff. Oh, it's not loose. It's actually just kind of gummed up. That's not great. All right, I think that little bit of trimming might work. Let's see. Hey, it did work. It helped it a lot. Although it looks kind of bad now. Kind of looks bad. But oh, and this is also rubbing. Okay. I'm seeing that now. Yep. So Need to remove this. And this. Now that's it. That should do it. Wow, that's it. It looks so much better. All the buttons are feeling good. All right, let's put this back together and see if it works. Because that's going to really be a bummer if it doesn't. There we go. All right. Now we put these in. And a new back cover. Made in Malaysia. Oh no. Keep doing this to me. So that little tab right there is not on this one, so I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to trim that off. Or buzz it off. I think I'll buzz it off, that'll be cleaner. I'm just going to remove all that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to remove all of it. Let me just do a little bit. All right, now let's see if that works. Not quite. Still something going on. Yeah, I guess I need to remove the whole thing. What on earth? Okay, so this one has a little shelf. So does that one. So it should just sit right on top like that. Oh, okay. Almost done, guys. Here we go. Okay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's too short. All that trimming, all that for nothing. Oh well. There's only one thing we can do now. Actually, I don't even know. How is that possible? How could it be so short? Why? Why did they make it shorter? Phew. I guess I should have checked the battery pack cover first. That was kind of the whole reason of doing this. So, egg on my face. And you cannot swap these. They're not going to work. That's a bummer. Well, I learned my lesson. Not everything can be just swapped out. You know what I mean? But you know what? I think this is going to be good enough. Kind of disappointed. Not going to lie. So what should I do? Should I just put it all back in this one and just keep the sharp? I don't know what to do. I guess I will. Oh, me. This is a tough one. Now, I've already trimmed the input button for the sharp, so it's kind of pointless to go back with the sharp. I'm literally just left with, well, if this works better, it's an improvement. I wanted a back cover. Back cover's not the right size, but we tried. Let's see, where is that back cover? Anyways, what did I do with it? Right there. Let's take it off and just pop it on here. Close it a little bit. Anyways, let's test it out and see if it works. We are back at the Admiral television with the updated or upgraded, whatever you want to call it, remote. The battery pack does not fit perfectly, but it's better than nothing, and we're going to test and see how well this thing works. Power button works great. Let's see, volume up, volume down. Works good. All right, let's see if that turns off. Yep, okay, let's mute. All right, let's display. All right, and display again. Let's change the channel. Change it back down. It works. So I think that's where we're going to stand with this one. It was a little bit of trial and error. You know, a lot of these remotes are exactly the same as other brands, but sometimes they're just like literally millimeters difference, which is so crazy. I thought I did a good job of researching the remote that I bought to replace this, but apparently not. I only paid $7 for that other remote. So for $7, it's worth it. Because I got some sort of back, and it's not falling out. It's actually kind of snug in there. But all the buttons work now. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. So if you guys liked this video, be sure to actually physically like it on YouTube and subscribe if you're interested in these kind of TV collector videos, because I just started collecting these in July and it's the end of November, and I mean, like, so many of these were free, and I can't imagine finding more, but I guarantee I will. And I have stories behind all of these TVs, why I bought them, what I plan to do with them. So if you're interested in any of that, like I said, subscribe, like the video, and until next time, bye-bye.